Hey everybody, Kendall here. Today's video is all about a special Grail ink. This is called Parker Penman Sapphire. It's in this cool bottle here, and this is a Grail ink for a lot of folks. Um, I kind of stumbled into it actually. My I'm new to fountain pens. I'm enjoying fountain pens. My mother was actually at an antique store that was going out of business. She saw some stuff and said, "Hey, what about this?" And I didn't know anything about it, but I said, "Sure, it's cheap. Go for it." So this is the box that it came in, and you can see that they were selling this for 25. They lowered it to 18. I think she paid 15 for it, and I reimbursed her. So this 50 milliliter bottle, it looked like it may have been opened and used a little, maybe just for samples or testing, but basically a new bottle. And when I got it from her, I looked it up a little bit, and then I realized, oh, this is a big deal actually. Um, I open it up. It seems to be in good condition. Um, as far as like how long it will keep and how long, shelf life of inks, that is, you know, there's a lot that goes into that, how well it's stored. So I don't know exactly how well this has been stored or how long it will last, but it's kind of cool that this just fell into my sphere. So Parker Penman inks. This is new information for me, so I've researched it. But it was only made from about 1993 to 2000, so just like that 7 year period. And in the 90s, it had things that just weren't really heard of. This like just newer types of stuff. They had done some testing with particles, what we would call shimmer. Um, they didn't really use that as much after they tested it, but they landed on a sheen type of effect that was very rare, almost unheard of. The vibrance of the Penman inks also were kind of unheard of, and then the fancy bottle, as you can see. So it sold at a premium, and then the filling system. There's actually a little insert in the top here. It's kind of hard to see, but there is and you can see the kind of a red sheen on this the rim here. So super cool, but yeah, there's like a little insert so that you can fill from that. Because of all these unheard of things, it was part of the reason they stopped making it. From what I understand, the sheen, as cool as it has more tendency to clog than non-sheening inks. The the vibrancy has more tendency to stain than non-vibrant inks. The premium that the bottle was sold because it's fancy, just less people were into that, I guess. So for a lot of reasons, they stopped making it. um, and if you search for this ink, you'll find bottles that are, I know, like $100, 200 sometimes on the secondary market. So I was seriously considering not using it. But at the same time, I thought, this is kind of really cool. This fell into my possession, and maybe this is a sign from the universe. I need to try this ink. And I will take really good care of it. And who knows, I might end up selling the bottle later at a discounted price to somebody that's going to use it more than I will. But what I did is filled, I've got some Jinhao 80s here. One's in a broad, one's in a stub. And these pens are pretty similar, although the nib is different. They both have lamy nibs that I bought separately from Goulet, and I put them in these Jinhao 80s. What I thought was, I'll take a sheening blue awesome ink that I know about, that I do like and I'm familiar with, which is the Diamine Sargasso Sea right here. I've used this ink a lot, so I know how it behaves, and I'll fill the stub with it, and then I put the Parker Penman Sapphire in this one. So I can give you a little writing sample and show you what the ink looks like, maybe how it's different, and how it's similar to this other ink that I'm familiar. Okay, this is a B5 notebook, pretty decent paper. This is from Maromon, their Nemesine line, the 194 number that they use. All right, so let's try this out. First, let's start with the Sargasso Sea, and I'll start out here with, this is a Jinhao 80, and this writes really wet. Some people would probably hate this. I quite like just how juicy this is. This is the blue pen that I'm using here, and this is a Lamy 1.1 stub. All right, just something that you can see. As that's starting to dry, you'll see some of that red sheen coming through. All right, let me mute my notifications here. That's getting really annoying. Okay, this is the Jinhao 80, the white pen. This is a Lamy broad. Terrible. There we go. Just a beautiful ink. You can see why it's very popular. I think just the combination of how cool it is, the very vibrant color, the properties it has, and then just how rare it is. It's quite an ink. Let's see if you can really see the sheening. All right, let's try a little more light here. Yeah. So, I mean, that is pretty neat. So hard to see specifically, but as you know, as I was researching this, I also found lots of substitutes. So if you like this ink or you want to try something similar, there are just posts and posts of different people saying, here's a similar ink. I found some good ones on the Pen Addict, and ultimately, here are some good close ones. So there is an ink called Scribe, Indigo specifically, which is a very close match, probably one of the closest. There's also Private Reserve DC Super Show Blue. There's Sailor Ocean Blue, and Monteverde's Horizon Blue is also very close. So those are all pretty good as far as what I've heard as substitutes. And let's see, there a couple more in the comments of this thread that say a few others. But yeah, Sargasso Sea I would also say is fairly close. I mean, it's different for sure, but it has some of those similar features. So yeah, let me know what you think. Should I give this ink to somebody else or sell it to somebody else? Should I just keep using it? Obviously, I've filled a pen, just a small amount, and see where it goes. But it's just really cool that this landed in my lap. So, and yeah, leave a comment. Let me know if you've tried this ink, if you've found good duplicates for it that I haven't mentioned, or verifying the ones that I mentioned are good choices. And are there other Grail inks, either just hard to find or just expensive, or you found that perfect color in that color family? So please like and subscribe. That would help me a lot. And I will catch you next time. Thanks.